cool, crisp November day. It's gray out. Your grandmother, who has lived on your block for 50 plus years, is sitting outside her home enjoying the Sunday afternoon while your husband, you live next door, your husband's hanging the Christmas lights, and you and your daughter, fourth generation, living on that street, are enjoying the afternoon with the family. And a couple that you've never seen before walks up to you and says, "Did you know your house is at risk of being demolished by the city?" It's a true story. I'm the woman in that couple. This is the second step in where my journey begins. On November 17th, I attended a very poorly attended public meeting where the city said we must do the stormwater mitigation project. And they showed 5 different plans, each of them having, potential plans they would do, each of them having a devastating effect on my neighborhood. The worst would take out more than a block and a half of homes. The community input that took place at that meeting and subsequent meetings was a form like this that says, where would you like the channel to be? At the golf course or in your neighborhood? And what kind of amenities would you like? A picnic area, a trail, a bike path, an outdoor classroom? That's community input, not on the biggest parts of that project. I worked quickly to try and assemble neighbors. It did take a little bit of time. At the end of the year, I had a group of neighbors I was working with to start protecting the homes. That was our first goal, was protecting homes. So at the beginning of January, we got 500 signatures from co-neighbors to say to the city, we're not going to lose homes. In February, the city said we took that worst plan off the table. So goal 1 accomplished. But in January, I started working with neighbors across neighborhoods. I'm working with people in Park Hill, Whittier, Clayton, South City Park, North City Park, Elyria, Globeville, Swansea. We're all working together because this is so much more. This is about a project that will benefit a small number of developers, bring very serious health risks to our neighborhoods, and cost all Denver taxpayers. So things that we have done to date is we have tried, and this is a very big complex project, we have tried to educate as many neighbors as we can about this, and people today still don't know about this project. We have reached out to all kinds of elected officials, the FBI, the Department of Justice, all kinds of entities, because we think that there's some wrongdoing here. The risks and the reason I am so heavily involved in this is because in my neighborhood, amongst several that I mentioned, is Superfund site, and I know not everybody knows what Superfund site is. That's when the government recognizes that an area has such toxic risk to it and a major cleanup has to happen. And we are a mining state. We had smelters that blew arsenic and lead and other things into our soils, and in the 90s, the city said this is a toxic site, it's a Superfund site, it needs to be cleaned up. And the area that this channel is going to go in my neighborhood is not clean yet. Stormwater itself is very dirty, and having a river running, what I didn't tell you is having a river running as close as the street outside your front window, and children and animals, wildlife that could fall into it, play in it, is very dangerous. I think that this project, though, it allows a lot of development in the Platte Valley, and some people see that as good. It puts a lot of people in a lot of neighborhoods at risk, and I'm not willing to take that risk.
I like that you define the problem, passionate, building a solution to make sure to save the neighborhoods. I don't see anything different that I need to see, but you just hit it on the point.
Thank you. I forgot something really important. That we looked at FEMA maps and we're not in a floodplain. This isn't a flood mitigation project either, for the sake of protecting our communities against flooding.
We'll go Ryan and then I think you did an amazing job in bringing in all of us listeners. It was emotional, personal, powerful, great intro. I would ask that you do something with that in telling how we can help you. Because I felt like I was with you, the problem was defined extremely well. I felt empathetic, but how do I help? What do you do? What's your solution? I don't think we got around to a solution. Or how you can mobilize these people that you've just snatched up, you know? So,
I loved your passion and how strong you are about your projects. And like you said, I'd like to see some more information on some solutions or what can we do to be involved to help you. And the only thing that I would do differently is just tell me your name.
I know.
Introduce yourself.
I would like to go on for 10 minutes
Thank
about
you.
this, so I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Wait.
Wait. All right.